Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 132. Let's jump into things. Okay, so a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm gonna try it. Okay, this is not like a super intention, but a lot of these turns are just build-up turns, so I'm gonna try to cull through them faster than I have been previously. Just gonna hit the highlights. We're doing a lot of summoning all over the place. Great, fantastic. We have empowered a Lich in Earth. Okay, that is specifically for the purpose of using Fields of the Dead. Okay, and Fields of the Dead is kind of like a Howl or a Mists of Deception type thing, but it's with the undead. But it will also zombify people who die. So another way to cause havoc. Interesting capability. Okay, cool, fantastic. Esham 38 has successfully empowered himself in blood, and this is specifically for we're going for Father Ill Earth, I think. No. This is for specifically. Did I do the wrong person? No, they're right here. I'm just blind. So we need blood 3 in order to do this. Let's go ahead and empower him again. There that goes. Okay. We did a blood feast on our god, removed all of our ailments. Fantastic. Very happy with that. That's awesome. Now we can do other stuff. We're going to send him up towards the battlefront. And then a whole bunch of other random shit. The magic phase attacks. So we have a manifestation. Again, just kind of probing with these. So this one is up against an Ami, an Air 2. Mist form comes up, gets hit, breaks the mist form, and then wow, super slow. Shocking Grasp. Oof, and Shocking Grasp hits this angel like a truck and stuns him. So super unfortunate. And the angel, so failure on this assassination. Then we get attacked in Karnag. This is a teleport goon squad, a bunch of astral amis, and a golem. Very cool. And they are set to soul slay. So soul slaying our liches is a big pain in the ass. We're gonna have to get back in the habit of sending liches with amulets of anti-magic. Okay. So we're gonna have to start making amulets of anti-magic again. That'll be good. And then we get hit in the Modern Wailed by a Melkart. And this guy has Astral. That's the way he's getting around. He's got a Crystal Coin boosting his Astral to be enough. And he's got an interesting kit. He's got a Blue Dragon Scale Mail for enough cold resistance. He's got fire resistance from the Firebrand and the Dragon Helmet. He doesn't really have lightning resistance, so that is of note. We could probably actually throw some lightning boys at him. But he's got Vine Shield. He's going to come in, and he is targeting a Vampire. He's going to bless. He's going to boost himself up, and we're not going to be able to take him down. It is a Melkart versus a Vampire Lord, so definitely in the Melkart's favor. Especially with so much gear. Although this is one of those scenarios of like, we could probably have 7 or 8 Vampire Lords here. Casting, and it wouldn't matter. He's got enough reinvigoration that he's never going to fatigue out. He has enough protections to where the undead just aren't gonna chip him down. It's just not gonna happen. So it's a pretty done deal. Pretty done diddly. So, Vampire Lord eventually dies. Eventually he's gonna fatigue out, right, and then no longer be able to do anything. So he's dead. We did a bunch of blood hunting, and now we have a bunch of random attacks. So, Vampire Lords against, just raiding against Hinam. Hinam raiding against us. We actually won here, though I think it's a weird exchange. So this Baal comes in here after, yeah, it's a Ring of Returning, right? We got a Blood Pendant and a Ring of Returning. So he's just trying to, is he trying to Kokitus me? Or, you too far away? Too far away. Kind of like, he's trying to like send through hell or whatever, probably. Yeah, and then he just gets returned. He just gets returned. So yeah, he was probably trying to do Infernal Prison, maybe? That seems likely. But it's only got a range of 35. I don't know if I was outside of that range. Whatever. We get hit in Black Alps. We get hit, or we hit in Stone Heavens. Lanka hitting in Cold Hollows. We hit in Andoria. We hit in Delufe. We hit in Halamire. We witness an attack in Turtle Glades. Attack in Ivermark. This is, by the way, these two attacks, we're gonna keep eyes on this type of stuff, because I believe this individual, these guys, these aren't kitted out. They just have air gems. And it's just a, yep. Wow, did we win that one? Oh, we won that one. Never mind. A bad example. Ivermark, we won that one. Oh, we won both of these. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say these are really good examples of things that we probably wouldn't have won these if he didn't have them set to retreat. That's probably an accident, by the way. I don't think he intended that, because probably would have lost to the air elementals if they hadn't been on retreat. But that being said, what I was gonna say is if he starts raiding me with single armies that are just doing air elementals, especially if it's just one air elemental, then like 6 PD can occasionally kill that. So that's a scenario where we can occasionally dump and get some decent results. Plague is rampant in Alluvia. Fucking A. We gained some Earth Gems in Assad. A group of Zealots had joined our armies in Tirnanog. And all the rest of the stuff. Great. Fantastic. Fantastique. So, what are we doing this turn? Bunch of raiding. I say bunch of raiding. A little bit of raiding, right? Raiding into Ross. Raiding into Range of Shadow. Raiding into Comsath. Raiding into Cloudcap Spires. Again, still anticipating that our Tart 15 and Tart 13 are probably going to get killed in the near future. Raiding into Black Alps. We don't really have anything to keep them alive. We could pull them back, but they're not going to do anything super for us in the midst of like a big battle. I would normally be like, yeah, they're flyers, but they're gonna get stopped by storm like everybody else, so not really a big deal. Might as well just have him use a bunch of teleports to kill him. Great. At least it uses some gems for him. You know? Is what it is. So that's actually all the rating that we're doing. We're just hitting, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces this turn, not a lot. Our raiding game has kind of suffered quite a bit. We've got a lot of liches incoming into this area, into the Halbathria area. But we're also kind of like, again, right, that we don't want to just lose people to his soul slays. So we're kind of we're shifting gears slightly. We're gonna still try to pressure here or there, but you know, we've got other potential options in the very near future. So moving reinforcements from Tirnanog over into Halbathria. That should be pretty good, pretty simple. Here we've got voodoo that I have. While I am paying. That is Gudu 300. Recruited 300 Gudus starting this freaking game. That's intense. Okay, so forces into Halbathria to consolidate there. We are continuing to work on our Dragon Helmets and Rings of the Warrior to help boost up people's morale. That should be good. Continuing to do things that we've already talked about, right? Reanimations, summoning Kusarikus, forging dragon helmets, casting occasional manifestations, casting corpse constructions in multiple locations. We're still bringing Pyroflogos over to Halbathria. Over in Silver Fangs, things continue. Still casting more Forces of Darkness, Curse of Blood, empowering Gudu 292 in Blood so we can get the Air Blood crosspath. More Rings of the Warrior. We're actually doing 4 Dragon Helmets and 4 Rings of the Warrior this turn. Kind of try to focus on getting all of the individuals. It's going to take us several turns, but getting all of the important individuals moraled up, basically. Moving people mostly towards the front. Into Olentova, from the capital into Olentova, and then either into Halbathria, Tirnanog, or Carrion, or Pangaea, really. In all of our 3 fronts, the Tirnanog, Pangaea, and Kailasa front, we continue to do summons, naiads, reanimations, etc. So that should be good. Gonna need more bodies up here. Trying to focus on boosting Kailasa up a little. We might start summoning some Troll Kings in the near future. We've got some Earth 3s, which are what we're looking for, basically. And those are pretty good options. But I wonder if anyone has any King's Elemental Earth up right now. It's a little much to fish for. A possibility, though. Maybe when we get our god over to Halbathria, maybe we'll do that. So other things, very interestingly, so we just talked about this at length in, I think, the most recent video, but we just got a natural Nature 5 full random from an Enkidu Shaman. This is extremely rare and extremely valuable to us. We talked about this previously, right? So we can give this individual a Tree Lord Staff, which is a +2, right? We can give them a Moonvide Bracelet, which is a +1. We can give them a Ring of Sorcery, which is a +1, and then we can give them the Robe of the Magi, which is a +1, and turn this Enkidu Shaman into a Nature 10. And as a Nature 10, we can basically put 1,000 gems into a Gift of Health. With the concept of... So with that concept, we basically, this turn, I spent no Nature Gems. So in 10 turns, if we wait that long, right? If we decide to go for the full 1,000, it's you know, it's definitely a possibility. And in 10 turns, right? So that I feel like ass saying that, right? Like in 10 turns, we're gonna blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, this game's gonna drag out so long. But other than doing things like this, I'm not sure how to guarantee taking something and keeping it, right? And even at that point, I don't know that's going to be the case, right? I assume that he didn't 1,000 nature gems gift of health, because that it just seems absurd. But I don't know, you know. So it's fucking possible. But so these are factors that are in our control. So why not go for them, right? So probably going to be doing that, and seeing how that goes. And then other things that we are doing. We're gearing up for the transition to Tenera as a blood hunting location. Kunaral's only got maybe 1 or 2 more turns before it tanks. We got 24 from it this turn. Perenna, we got very few from this turn because for whatever reason, it has 2 patrollers. It still managed to have shitty unrest. Our patrol strength is 1. So we have, I don't understand how that many units can, yeah, I don't get that, but whatever. We're actually forging a couple of skull staffs this turn, in order to, now that we're gonna have multiple liches over in Halbathria, we're trying to give ourselves the ability to do more than just a single manifestation. So we could potentially, when we see, so the plan is, right, we're gonna have to be careful about doing this on locations, because if we do it repeatedly on locations, he's just gonna like put up some domes and kill us, right? But we can, in response to individuals like these goon squads of Baals or Amis or things like that, we can send a round of manifestations at them and be like, all right, well, fine, fuck you. You just teleported that Ami potentially to its death, right? And it's not going to work all the time, but it's a potential counter. I think probably pretty good. Continuing to work on some infrastructure in a couple of different locations. Walled City, Walled City, Walled City. Could put a Walled City down here as well. Haven't done that this turn, but we'll probably get on it next turn. We are doing Amulets of Anti-Magic, Demon Banes. We are doing... We're doing anything interesting. We're doing some Raven Feast. I think, you know, our death gems are a little low, and we have a pretty good guarantee to get between, like, you know, between 5 and 10 out of locations like Kunaral or Kohnberg or Perenna, right? Or even down here to Belagor. It's a 5 range cast, so we can even hit Belagor. We'll be able to hit Tenera up there when we're up there as well. So. I mean, air gems are very valuable for us right now, so I'm not sure that I'm happy with this trade consistently, but 3 air gems for 5 to 10 death gems is an efficient trade, so we might as well be doing it. Not really doing anything else at the moment. We are... That's pretty much it, honestly. I think we've got another Ugalu incoming. We've got another... Umu Apkulu incoming. We got more liches incoming, of course. And that is pretty much the turn. Again, still trying to work out the concept of the Dark Skies problem. We've got a path that we are heading towards the Gift of Health problem. I have been told by Hinam, actually, that I need to watch out because Lanka has broken into one of Hinam's thrones. So Lanka's actually going to have a little bit of an advantage. Lanka's not capped the Throne of Eternal Suffering, but they have it. So Lanka's actually sitting at 10. So if the throne that they grab is a +3 throne, right? Then that is somewhat concerning, but it's still, regardless of what throne it is, it still means they will need 2 more thrones after that. Those 2 thrones are very likely cannot. But again, they would have to the throne, because of the layout of the thrones. We know where he will have to go. He will either have to come into our lands, right, for one of these 3 thrones, right? Or in order to get the 3rd and final throne that he needs, he will have to come through these 3 thrones, right? So we're gonna try to make sure that we're getting eyes on all of these things. We've been actually having a shitty time with we've been getting a bunch of scouts killed trying to go through Lunken land, which is really annoying because he's got 50,000 undead patrollers everywhere. But it is what it is. So yeah, no. Those got so much undead chaff. So much undead chaff. Yeah. Big deal. So we have a game plan for Gift of Health. We've got a shitty game plan for Dark Skies, but it is still a game plan for Dark Skies. I'm gonna go other avenues, right? I'm gonna be talking to Lanka and be like, hey, Lanka, blah 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 blah, Dark Skies, can't really do anything, blah 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 blah. I can do stuff, and we are doing stuff, but if I can get Lanka to, maybe Lanka has 1 billion air gems and can try to take it down, or fucking, I don't know. So maybe just take it over. Who the fuck knows? Just Dark Skies is real bad for us. So, in the meantime, we're going to continue working towards those options. We're going to continue to boost up our pathing options. We're working on another Skull of Fire. We're probably going to be doing turns going forward, probably be doing Flame Helmet, Skull of Fire, Flame Helmet, Skull of Fire, Flame Helmet, Skull of Fire. We're probably going to want 4 or 5 sets of those so that we can then, again, store up the idea is storing up like 5 casts of Flames from the Sky so that we can just, it's not a matter of like fighting an army, it's just a matter of obliterating an army. Taking Gift of Health away and then just novaing a province with Flames from the Sky. Maybe even Murdering Winter. We can actually get some Murdering Winter casts off relatively easily. So Murdering Winter is only Water 5. It is 8 armor negating. It does more damage if it is a cold site, so we can, what is it? Woven Winter. So we can Woven Winter a province first, and these have relatively long range, 5 and 4. So definitely in our base to base range. So we can Woven Winter and then in the next turn hit it with Murdering Winter. It kind of like signifies things, right? But kind of is what it is. So that's an option. Anything else? I think that's it for the turn. So I'm gonna try to keep this kind of pace instead of the 35 to 40 minute videos. I'm gonna try to keep the just kind of like, this is the run of the action, these are the big things that we're doing, and show some highlights here or there so that it's less, honestly, it's less about the scenario for you guys, which I apologize, But it's more that these are just starting to take up too much of my time. So I'd like to have more time to dedicate to other things. So we'll get there though. Like when we get back into the thick of fightings, we'll go back to those like 35-40 minute episodes where I'm just like jawing over and over and over again about stuff. So, do these guys have upkeep? These guys have an upkeep of 1 gold per year. Trying to sit here and formulate this concept in my mind of if I want to do anything about that. How much is that really though? Like, if we think about, I've got 200 units here, 300 here, 300 there, 150 there. About 1,000 gold a year. Actually, a lot of gold in a single turn. Like 1,000 gold a year. Cost me 83 gold a month. I guess that's not really that big of a grand scheme of... Man, I hate that we got cataclysmed twice. Oh my goodness, I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, that's the end of this this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.